a minute. Oh, excuse me. I had to get that out of my system. Just a minute. Oh, I'm building a bit of steam up. I might have to go in there. Oh, you know when you've been methane. Yes, yes, yes. Hello everybody, it's me, Mr. Methane. I'm in my undercover street gear because it's time for Sunday Steamer Part 3. Sunday Steamer Part 3, the steam up. So let's get old Smokey out on the road. Let's do it. Yes, yeah. Right, let's get started. I think what we need to do first of all, just zip. It keeps dropping down, it keeps lobbing itself out, so to speak. So let's get a little table out, because if you haven't watched Sunday Steamer before, I've got a Wilesco old Smokey that I bought a couple of years ago, and we did him up. So we'll just talk you through it. Here's his little travel box. We've got a nice little travel box, and I'll just talk you through one or two of the things in here. Seems to be quite popular at the moment, buying models. Seem to have set a bit of a trend. I noticed Martin Zero has got himself a nice stationary Wilesco. If you've never seen Martin, go over to his channel and have a look. Martin Zero. Hello, it's Martin here. But I just think it's a thing of beauty. Love the pressure gauge. Ready? And then you can, right, anyway, enough of that. Let's get him out. Let's there he is. Oh, come out. So I'll just talk you through a few things. We'll just do a bit of a recap. Oh, his funnel's falling in that. Right, there's his stack. I suppose if you're in America, it'd be a stack, you know, hey, you got a smokestack there, Mr. Methane. We call it a chimney. Certainly not a funnel. It's a chimney or a stack, yeah. So anyway, this is a limited edition old Smokey. They were made by Wilesco for Massey Ferguson, and so there's sort of a hybrid, because the general frontage of that, it used to be a Wilesco road roller, and they've put a double wheel on him to make him into a traction engine. Wilesco, German make. This one, I've left his canopy off for ease of operation. This one was actually made in Eastern Germany, so this is prior to the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989. Like Wilesco's, never had one before this, always had man mods. And I hope I've not, oh goodness me, it's engaged. So let's just take him out of gear there. That's better. The great thing about a Wilesco is you've got a double acting piston. So basically you've got a valve gear here at the back. This is your valve chest here, and it basically means that steam pushes both ways. So as the steam's pushing that way, it's exhausting on this side, and as the steam, oh, just a minute. Oh, excuse me. I had to get that out of my system. And as the steam's pushing that way, it's exhausting in that direction, all done by valve in the valve chest here. And this is your valve gear. That's different than a Mammoth, which uses an oscillating cylinder, where you only get a power stroke in from here to there, and then as the cylinder oscillates, it realigns itself with an exhaust port, and the momentum on the backstroke exhausts the steam. But that isn't a power stroke, it's a momentum stroke. So yeah, Wilesco is a lot more controllable and a lot more powerful. So he's had new wheels, he's had a new oil filler cap on there. He's also had some new cogs here, some new final drive cogs, which will, because they were a bit bent, so we're going to get them to go in gear. I think, oh, that's in gear. You can't quite see them there, but that engages and disengages. Those are all new cogs. Apart from that, I think everything else is original. I might have missed something, but if you watch Old Smokey or Sunday Steamer Part 1 and 2, you'll get a rough idea of what we actually did to him to get him to this stage. So for a while, there we go. That's your solid fuel container. The thing is, it's quite a tight firebox. You seem much MSS Steam 20 solid fuel tablets. They seem a much better bet than the circular ones, so I'm going to go for them. Actually, I'm saying they seem a much better bet. We actually watched a bit of Martin Zero, and Martin said that he found these to be better, so obviously I'll take his word for it, and I rushed out and bought some. It's like rummaging round and back at tender, isn't it, for a bit of slack, you know, and saying, no, just put that on this. Yeah, get as much as we can then. It's a bit like not traction engines, but in the old days, I remember when I worked on the railway, the drivers used to tell me, the crew drivers especially, they used to fire all the way from Crewe in Cheshire up to Perth. So generally, nowadays you need to be a bit of a brain surgeon to be a train driver. You have the psychometric test, you know, and you get people, graduates and people driving trains. In the old days, you just had to be built like a brick shithouse. I don't know if you can say that, but a brick, you know, a brick outhouse, and be able to shovel about, I don't know, 5-10 ton of coal or something like that between Crewe and Perth. So you got these big drivers like, you know, and they always used to say that the coal in Scotland was absolutely crap because it was like a slack. So they had good coal, came up from Wales, and so what they used to do on the engines on the Duchess locos is they used to pile as much coal as they could, not just in the tender but all around the tender where you fill it up, and they used to carry bags of it on the footplate. So they'd set off for Perth with all this coal, and they get to Perth, and which is a hell of a, you know, a hell of a, you got to climb over the mountains of the Cumbria and the Scottish borders, up Shap and Beatop.
A few miles further north, we come to Dillicar in the glorious Lune Valley. Britannia 70031 Byron and 70016 Ariel head freights north towards Tibet.
You get to Perth, and then they go to bed. And the idea was they worked another. They'd have a kip, you know, sign off, and they'd book back on duty and take their engine back, and so they'd have enough of their good English Welsh coal to get them back. But unfortunately, the jocks started borrowing the engine in a day, because they go, hey, look over there, Jim, it's got good old Welsh steam coal, and borrow that one over there. So they while the crewmen were in bed, the jocks would be doing a little turn with the engine, and so then they'd fill it up with the crap coal, which wasn't very, very good. Right, I've took myself in because my darling was smacking into old Smokey, so we're zipped up and we're ready. Look, he's smoking like hell. I think there's steam in there. Let me give him a little whistle. Oh yeah, a bit of priming there. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't want to lose his steam. Right, I'll knock the regulator forward. His safety valve's blowing off. Don't know if you can see that. So let's see what he does. Let's knock him forward then. Oh, hang on. Oh, come on, Smokey. This way. Let's see. Oh, it's about there then, I think. There. He's off. Come round here and have a look. Look at that. Nice motion there. Just let's see if we can throttle him back a bit and stop him. Oh yeah, that's good. And then we're off again. I think what we need to do is I'm having a few steering problems. The steering chain keeps coming off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to engage and we're going to run along here. So let's get this engaged first. Come on in. I think we're in. Right, we're blowing off. We're off. Smokey is away. Yes. You see, it's much better with the cog drive, with the Mamod bands on the drive bands. It slips. We could do with a very flat concrete warehouse surface. This is there's quite lots of little stones and stuff, but it's still definitely get these rubber tyres if you're running outside like this. I mean, we might get the steam car out, the Mamod steam car next time. Oh, this is good. Reminds me of Fred, didn't it?
Do you like that?
The power of steam, the Victorians. They knew a thing or two. Triple compounding. There's not triple compounding this. If we had a Mamod now, it'd fly because the gear ratio is a lot higher. To just be a small pulley onto this wheel here. So a small pulley, drive band onto that wheel there, and it'd fly. But the trouble is, it just doesn't have the torque. Oh, I can hear the train. You know, this regulator I put on here, the weight of it keeps, and the vibration keeps nudging it down. And I wonder if that's full forward, and I'm wondering if we're shutting steam off again. About there, I think. Come on, you're a good lad. So we've come up onto the rock, and we're just going to do. Oh, he's going backwards. I want you to go that way. Hang on, let's get his piston set for that way. We open the regulator. There. Whoa! Look at that. Now this is the thing with the Wilesco. Just get my medallion out. Hang on. Whoa! You know when you've been methaned. We need the boiler to be level, because what I was talking about the water. His firebox is just touching the. Maybe that'll be okay. I'll just hold him there. You can see the fine speed control. Let's get him. I think we're getting to the end of the. We're getting to the end of the pellet, the life of the pellets. I think they're going to go out in a bit. They're smoking a bit, but we're running low on steam now. What we'll do is we'll shut her off, get her in that position, build a bit more steam up, see if we can build a bit more steam up, and then just a minute. Ooh, I'm building a bit of steam up. I might have to go and have the Sunday steamer of my own in a minute. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that, smoking away. It's just not quite. You could do with a bit more. There we go. Hopefully, there we go. You're probably not aware of this on the camera because we're not covering it, but we seem to have hit what you call in the United Kingdom a dogging hotspot, and there's quite a lot of single gentlemen keep coming into the car park and driving out again. So we're not going to stay here much beyond sunset, and I'm definitely not going to flash my car lights, you know, because it won't be old Smokey's regulator that's getting a tug, or even Smokey's. Oh, they're all at it now. Whoa, it's everybody. Oh, they're getting very excited. Perverts. Hey. Go on. Ooh. He's like, hey, I don't want that. He's probably saying, good God, there's a man there, a grown man playing with a steam engine. What a pervert. I was looking for somebody's wife to... yeah, anyway, we're not, because this is a family channel. But I think that's it. I think we're done. I think Smokey's run out. And do you know, I'm not sure if we should stay around here. I thought the gates were shut, but obviously someone's not locked the gates. So you've been watching Mr. Methane. I hope you enjoyed this part 3 of Mr. Methane Sunday Steamer with old Smokey. Well, if you've liked it, then why not subscribe to the Methane channel? You know, we've got the Mr. Methane greetings, we've got the farts in the jars. If you know, there's a link in the description below, and also we do a bit of this occasionally, a bit of something else. So there you go. You've been watching Mr. Methane in his undercover street gear, a Sunday Steamer part 3, and I'm going to. I think I'm going to go before I get more than I've bargained for. So I'll see you around. Bye-bye.